Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to do a vinyl update. I think this is like the fourth or fifth one I've done. Probably fourth. I can't remember, but anyways. So the record I got today I'm really excited about because it's an album I've wanted for a while. This is MISFITS Static Age. So, I don't know, every time I look for this, when I'm not looking for this album at the record store I shop at, it's there, but when I'm specifically looking for it, it's not there. It's one of those weird things, and this time I was looking for it and it was there, so I'm really excited. So this is the only Misfits album I didn't have that's from the Danzig era. I'm not planning on buying any of the Journey only ones because I don't really like those ones, so now I have all the Danzig era ones. Excuse me, except for Collection 2, which I don't really care for that one because it's like there's a lot of controversy behind like whether Sam Hain did the recordings or that they're taken from the actual Misfits, because there's a lot of controversy behind that, so I decided just not to get it because it's like, I mean, I love Sam Hain, but I just would rather have an official album rather than having a bunch of overlapping songs. So yeah, I'm a massive Misfits fan. They've been one of my favorite bands since I was in like the 6th grade. And they're one of the first punk bands I got into. So I'm totally excited to have this album. So let's start off with the packaging. So first off, the album cover is pretty cool. It's kind of like a two-part because it's like there's a big picture that's like bound around, I guess. It's like, so you got all the pictures of the band members. This was before they had their like outfits and stuff, so they just look like ordinary guys basically. Like, so this is, I can't tell who's who, to be honest, but there's all the band members. They didn't have Doyle yet. I think they still had the other guy. I forgot his name. So, yeah, the album cover. They also have the different logo, which I actually like that logo a lot. And the Static Age and some neat lettering. I really like the red background. It's kind of cool. So then, there's the track listing here. You got quite a lot of songs on here. You got 17 tracks on here. And pretty much all of them are great. I love all these songs. And now, so it's got, let's name all the songs on here. So it's got Static Age, TV Casualty. Those two Misfits songs are basically the same thing, just with different lyrics. And it's like the same rhythm, but it's just played with a different chord. I really like those songs. Some Kind of Hate, that's another one of my favorites. It's a parody of another song. I forgot what it was called, but first time I heard that song, it sounded familiar, and I wondered why, which it's a parody of another song. Last Caress. I finally have that song. That's like one of the band's most famous songs, like one of the most well-known songs. It's not on any other recording other than Collection 2, which like I said, I wasn't planning on buying, so I'm glad I have that song now. Return to the Fly. I really like that one. Hybrid Moments. That's a classic one. I really like the melody in it. We Are 138. It's very catchy. Teenagers from Mars is very good. So on side 2, you've got Come Back. That's really good. Angel Fuck. Hollywood Babylon. Attitude. Bullet. One of my favorites. Theme for a Jackal. She. Spinal Remains. And In the Doorway. So, yeah, that's the track listing. So you got 17 songs. That's pretty nice. And this is 108 gram vinyl, actually. It's on black. I'm pretty sure it's 108 gram vinyl because it came with 2 desk sheets, and 108 gram records for some reason always come with 2 desk sheets. So print on and protector. So first I'll show you the record itself. So it's on 108 gram black, I'm guessing, because it didn't say anything on the record, there wasn't a sticker on the plastic wrap. But I'm assuming so because it's in a protector one and it's really thick. It feels like 108 grams, so yeah. So it's just black. The group, since there's a lot of songs, there's a lot of grooves, as you can see. I'm trying to get the sunlight to shine on there. But yeah, really nice quality. So yeah, a pretty basic label. But yeah, so it's in a protector desk sheet. This is one of my favorite kind of desk sheets, especially the black ones. Not so much the white ones. The black ones just look cooler, but it's really nice because it keeps your record from getting like dust on it at all. And they're really easy. It makes it a lot easier to take care of your records. And then it also came with another one that it's got some writing on it. I haven't read it yet, but I'm pretty interested to read it. It's probably about the making of the album. It has 2 things of writing, and on the background there's it looks like fake newspaper clippings or something. And then there's pictures of concert posters from the band. And this actually isn't on a normal print. It's on dust sheet material. It's just like, it's also like a newspapery kind of paper. It's kind of cool. It's like newspaper. You got a picture of the band right there. This is, like I said, this is before they did like the devil walk and all that stuff. And their neat outfits. So they just look like ordinary guys. They don't even look very punk, other than, I'm guessing it's Jerry Only right there. He has the eyeliner, but they didn't quite have their outfits or their look yet. So I guess this is a horror punk album, but they didn't have the look yet. So anyway, so that's the packaging, which I really like. So let me put this in here. Or not. Or let me just get this. Sorry, I hate putting 100-gram vinyls back inside because it's kind of hard because there's 2 dead sheets, but the sleeve isn't any bigger. Alright, sorry about that. So, overall, this album for me is a perfect 10 out of 10. Just putting it out there because it's a perfect album. And for a while, my favorite Misfits album was Walk Among Us, and it's always been my favorite Misfits album. But now that I've listened to this and I finally own it, I'm not so sure anymore. I really like the production on here because I've heard this digitally so many freaking times, and I also have Legacy of Brutality, which is a compilation album that has most of the songs on here, but except remixed, and the mixes on those aren't as good. They're a little more atmospheric sounding, but on here, it's a lot more solid and bassy sounding. The production is very good. I really like, I don't know, I feel like this album was meant to be listened to on vinyl because it sounds very, very bassy, really, just very good on vinyl. I love the sound on here. The production is very, very good. So, the opening tracks, Set Occasions, TV Casualty, really good, catchy, memorable songs. Some Kind of Hate is also kind of funny, and it's pretty good parody. Last Caress, that's a classic Misfits song. Very out of the ordinary lyrics, pretty violent, I guess, and could be considered disturbing to a lot of people. So, yeah, very good violent humor. Obviously not meant to be taken seriously, but, you know, just really good violent humor like that. So, very classic Misfits song. Most people who don't listen to the Misfits but know who they are, they usually either know that song or Dynamite My Darling, which is probably their most well-known song. Either that or Last Caress. Last Caress is also a very heavily covered Misfits song. I really like Metallica's version of it. It's very good. I also really like NoFX's version because they put their own twist on it. They put like a ska kind of thing in there. If I did cover it too, but I didn't care for that one so much. Return to Fly, that's got a really cool bass line that sounds kind of almost jazzy. It's really neat. Kind of weird. Hybrid Moments is very, very classic, and it's got a really nice melody to it. We Are 138, like I said, very catchy song. It's really anthemic in a way, even though the lyrics don't make much sense. I honestly have no idea what the hell they're about. Teenagers from Mars is really good. I actually like the version on here better than on, on Collection 1, because it just sounds better to me, because I've heard the one on Collection 1 so many times, and it's nice to hear it sounding different. Come Back, it's actually one of my favorite Misfits songs, because, I don't know, it's a long song for a Misfits song, and it's really rockabilly sounding. Like, it almost sounds like a Cramps song. Like, it's really mellow, and it's really, kind of like, I guess I would say, melancholic vibe it gives off. Kind of atmospheric and depressing, but, of course, it's a Misfits song, so it's still pretty fun. But, yeah, it's really good, and, yeah. That's one of my favorite Misfits songs. Angel Fuck actually sounds pretty upbeat. Yeah, that's a good one. Not my favorite, but it's pretty good. Hollywood Babylon, that one's really catchy. It also has, almost like a, not doomy vibe, but I want to say the riff kind of has a Halloween-y vibe. Which, speaking of which, I'm really glad I got this album right now in October, because, like, Halloween's coming up, so, just good timing, I guess. Attitude, that's a really catchy Misfits song, and it's one of their most famous songs. Bullet is one of my favorite Misfits songs, because it's got a really good violent humor in there about JFK's death, and there's some pretty gross lyrics in there. Yeah, it's a very classic Misfits song, and it's very notorious for having some pretty nasty, almost considered obscene lyrics. Theme for a Jackal, that one's really good. It's got some pretty nice dark lyrics, too. Never been my favorite Misfits song. It's a good song, I just can't get into it as much as their other songs. Just the melody isn't as catchy to me. Like, it's a catchy melody, but it's just not my favorite Misfits melody. Spinal Remains is a pretty good one, too. It's kind of like Static Age and TV Casualty, except it's a little bit faster. In the Doorway, I had never heard that song until I actually just bought this and listened to it. Yeah, so far that one sounded pretty good, since I've only heard it once right now, but yeah, so overall, for me, this album is a perfect freaking 10 out of 10. Every song on here is great. I'm not saying all of them are the same, because some are better than others, but every song in here is very good. Oh, I just love this album. I'm so glad I have this now. So yeah, I'm very, very glad I have this album. Yeah, it's just awesome. And I can't wait. This is going to have some heavy rotation. I love the Misfits, and a lot of people consider this to be their best album, and I can see why now. So, yep, that's my video for today. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.